He thought it was over. A decade had passed since that cursed night. The night he carved his name into flesh. The night he whispered an oath older than God. Beneath the ruined altar of Saint Lyre, surrounded by ash and silence. He had been nothing back then. A broken man, powerless, forgotten. And then the demon came, not with fire or thunder, but with a hand on his shoulder, and a voice that slithered into his ear like silk soaked in venom. It promised him everything: beauty, riches, charm that bent minds like twigs, a world at his feet. In return, just a small ritual, a signature in blood, and a life, not his, but a life nonetheless. He agreed, but when the time came, he fled. He ran from the second half of the pact, the offering. He thought hell didn't care. He was wrong. It began slowly. Mirrors forgot him. His face vanished. Shadows stopped mimicking his steps. Then the whispers came, from drains, from cracks in the walls, from children who suddenly looked at him like they knew. Until one night, a scratch at the window, not nails, claws. Something stood outside, watching, breathing. The stink of rotting fur, swamp moss, and old blood soaked into his lungs. And it spoke. He is waiting. And in that instant, he remembered the wolf, the one that stood beside the demon, watching, silent, waiting. He tried to flee, but the house rejected him. Crosses fell, floors cracked, oozing red. His prayers turned to ash before they left his tongue. In a frenzy, he ran back to St. Lyre. The ruins were colder than death. He clawed through stone and bone to find the parchment, the old contract, but it was gone. In its place, a mirror, and inside, himself, but pale, still, rotting, already dead. And then, hooves, the sound of something ancient approaching. The demon stepped from the dark like an old friend, not angry, not vengeful. He smiled. "You asked for 10 years," he whispered, and 10 years were given. The mirror shattered. The wind screamed like a choir of the damned. And the man was no more. His body remains, but what walks in it is not him. The debt is paid, and someone else now wears his skin.